want to be accurate about it, as threats to democracy and as enemies of the state. You're all enemies of the state. He's an enemy of the state. You want to know the truth? The enemy of the state is him and the group that control him, which is circling around him. Do this, do that, Joe. You're going to do
Donald
this,
Trump
Joe.
finally spoke at a rally in Pennsylvania on Saturday night to bolster Republican candidates Dr. Mehmet and Doug Mastriano. His first rally since the FBI's search of his Mar-a-Lago estate, Trump spent a good chunk of his speech attacking the Bureau, the Department of Justice, and President Joe Biden. Speaking to supporters in Wilkes-Barre, Trump called Biden an enemy of the state and dubbed the DOJ vicious monsters. He also launched a fierce attack against John Fetterman, the Democrat running against OZ for U.S. Senate, branding him a socialist loser. Here, some key moments from Trump's remarks. The first, he said that Biden enemy of the state. Trump said a speech delivered by Biden on Thursday was the most vicious, hateful, and divisive speech ever delivered by an American president. Biden spoke in downtown Philadelphia, where he warned that Trump and his allies threaten the very foundation of our republic and that MAGA forces are seeking to take the U.S. backwards. Trump said Biden vilified the 75 million Americans who voted for Trump as threats to democracy and as enemies of the state. Trump said of Biden he's an enemy of the state. You know that? The enemy of the state is him and the group that control him, which is circling around him. Do this. Do that, Joe. You're going to do this, Joe. He added, instead of trying to demonize half of the population, Biden and congressional Democrats should focus on stopping the killing and the bloodshed in Philadelphia and every other Democrat-run city in America where record death and destruction is taking place every single day. And the second, travesty of justice. Trump said the August 8th search of his home by the FBI was one of the most shocking abuses of power by any administration in American history and a travesty of justice. He said, "It was not just my home that was raided last month. It was the hopes and dreams of every citizen who I've been fighting for since the moment I came down the golden escalator in 2015, wanting to represent the people." Trump added that FBI and the Justice Department have become vicious monsters, saying they were controlled by radical left scoundrels, lawyers, and the media. And then, he calls him that socialist loser. Trump said Fetterman is the most dangerous Democrat, accusing him, without evidence, of using hard drugs. He went after Fetterman's dressing habits, saying, "I don't like those dirty sweatsuits." Trump said that Fetterman may dress like a teenager getting high in his parents' basement, but he's a raging lunatic hell-bent on springing hardened criminals out of jail in the middle of the worst crime wave in Pennsylvania history. Fetterman has endorsing proposals to release more geriatric or rehabilitated inmates from prisons, which OZ and Republicans have distorted to accuse him of wanting to free dangerous criminals. And the last, he said, "I may just have to do it again." Trump spent time pushing the baseless claim that the 2020 presidential election was stolen from him and hinted at a 2024 presidential run. He said, "We're leading Biden and everyone else, including the Republicans, by record numbers in the polls.